Test 1 2, testing 1 2 3. Are you getting anything? Test 1 2, testing 1 2 3. Test 1 2, how's my level? Do you need more or less? All right. Testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Testing 1 2 3. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the field dedication. Is it hot or? Okay, hey, I can turn it down because. Okay, testing 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the field dedication for what's her name again? Betty Howel.
Test, test. Ladies and gentlemen, if I could have you please stand for our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, thank you. If I could please have those speaking come out to the field. Well, good afternoon, everyone. We appreciate you coming by. My name is Kevin Cordes. I'm the district superintendent, and it is my pleasure to welcome everyone out to today's game and also the naming of our new field. And I'm going to leave the official naming for Betty with somebody coming up next with Mr. Sears can do that. But I just want to say briefly that the school district is approximately 70 years old now. That's 7 decades of students and families and dedicated employees that have come through Desert High School to do their very level best for kids. The unfortunate truth is, over time, our names get lost to history. New people come in, new legacies, people move out, people retire, people pass away. And it is an absolute honor to be able to grab the names of a few of those dedicated professionals who gave everything they had to the students here at some time and immortalize their name in a meaningful way. This isn't something that we do lightly, and it isn't something that we do very often, but it is one of the great privileges and pleasures of my professional life to be a part of days like today. I never knew Betty, but I would just like to express my appreciation to her and to her family for the countless hours that she would have spent preparing for games and helping girls and just doing everything that a good adult does for students. A mentor, a shoulder to cry on, I'm sure, an ear to listen to problems. And let's be honest, when we're teenagers, those are the biggest ones we'll ever have. To have someone in your life that you can lean on at the school setting is critical for any student. And so a big thank you to Betty, a big thank you to the entire Howell family. What a pleasure it is that we can do this today. Thank you for being here. And I'm going to turn this over to Dr. David Elms. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, so real quick, my name's Dr. Elms, Director of Ed Services with the district, but back in 2019, I was the principal here at Desert. And to make a long story short, which never happens, I got this crazy email saying, hey, we'd like to maybe dedicate stuff at a field, maybe build a field or, do something with the softball field. I'm like, okay, sure, why not? We were about to tear down the whole school anyway. So got in touch with Mark. We started talking. Things were really moving along. We were setting up the scholarships. Looks like everything was going to be on pace, and then something crazy happened. The entire country shut down with COVID. So going through there, and then with construction, and we moved to the old elementary. I ended up moving to another school, but we kept in touch. Made sure the new principal knew what was going on to keep it going. And it seems like a long time coming, but I'm really excited to be here and to see the fruition of all the work. So I want to thank Mark and everybody there for the scholarship and for everything they've done to make this work. So thank you very much.
Hello, everyone. My name is Brian Whalen. I was at Desert High School, graduated in 1978. I'm really grateful to be here, seeing so many friends from back once upon a time, and very grateful to the Howell family for allowing me a couple of moments to speak about their mom and Mr. Howell's wife. A few quick words about Betty Howel. Betty Howel was a trailblazer her whole life. This is a lady that graduated from Northeastern University in the 50s. Having said that, this is a lady of first-generation Armenian descent, and that's a hard row on the East Coast. But she made that work in the 50s, and then got a job at MIT. Not that Northeastern wasn't prestigious enough, but MIT is, then the creme de la creme. So then somewhere in that window, she stumbles across that tall gentleman over there. And they they put wheels, and she started her life as a military dependent, just like so many of us today. Fast forward quickly to 1975, I come to Desert High School. I am 4'11" and 90 pounds. So I'm a giant. And I am so intimidated by the people like the Dale Howes of the world. Dale was gone, but these people were giants. Mrs. Howell saw me as, she saw I was afraid, she saw I was intimidated, and she took care of me. I was in her math class, and it was just such a comfort to have her there at my side, looking out for me and making me feel comfortable. During that time, she was lobbying hard every year for girls softball. At that point, I don't think we had girls basketball. We got girls basketball and softball together, I'm pretty sure. But somewhere in that window of time, whether it be the school district or the Desert Inyo League at the time, finally girls softball came to Desert High School in 1977. Let me say this, there was no argument as to who that coach was going to be. I mean, she was a force of nature. But I played for 3 different baseball coaches here at Desert High School during my 4 years. And I'm telling you, they had nothing on her. She was disciplined, she was knowledgeable, she forced fundamentals, she took no guff. And this was a pretty spirited team. So I see a couple of them sitting out there, and she had her hands full, but she dealt with it with equal measure. So I'm going to tell a really quick story, and then I'm going to call it done. But I had algebra my junior year, and that's way late for high school years. But it just didn't resonate with me. It didn't click. And she saw it, and so she comes to my rescue again. And she has me keep her books for her softball team that first year. So there I am doing the batting averages and the ERAs and who led in this category and all that. And part of her deal was that she was going to help me, and she gave me extra help. And so I passed algebra, I think, with a C. So I'm, pretty fortunate in that regard. So we're here today with her 3 sons, Mark, Kyle, and Dale, and her amazing husband, not only to recognize but honor this woman who was a trailblazer her whole life. How I see it is there's really only 2 ways this is actually any better. One is if Clay Howell was here standing next to his brothers. And the second thing is if she was standing here right now taking this honor herself as she so richly deserves. So Dale, Mark, Kyle, Mr. Howell, congratulations on this so deserved honor. And I want to thank the faculty, the school district, and the student body of Desert High School for allowing us to have this moment in time. Thank you very much.
At this time, could I ask Madeline to please come out to the field?
Would you like to say a few words before throwing out the first pitch?
Hi, my name is Madeline Martinez, and I played softball with Betty for 4 years. I'm just going to read what I wrote because my speaking, I stammer. We're here today to honor our beloved Coach Betty. She was more than just a coach. She was a mother, a coach, a teacher, a mentor, and a friend. On and off the field, she advocated and fought for sports equality and always had our backs. As our leader, she always promoted leadership and friendship, sportsmanship, trust, responsibility, and respect. She helped guide us into our self-confidence while being patient and kind, but always tough and fair. She always made sure that her students and players were improving and learning new skills in an active and fun way. Coach Betty left a lasting impression on everyone she met. Her legacy was passed down through the generation of women she loved, taught, coached, and fought for. In everything, Coach Betty strived for excellence with a loving heart. I'm honored to be here today to see her legacy living on. Thank you. Now I'm shaking.
Well, before you leave, prior to throwing out the first pitch, could I actually have you tell our captains to release the banner to formally display the field?
Just say release. Release the banner. That's awesome.
Have you call the first pitch? I think she has the ball for you. Thank you very much. Mark, if I could call you out here.
Hi, I know all of the alumni and family and friends who are here and former faculty, and I don't have anything to say that's going to elevate this any more than the beautiful words from the speakers who've already spoken. I just want to offer this to the kids who are here. There's a great quote, and I'm paraphrasing. I should have done an internet search. Never doubt that a small group of committed individuals can change the world. Indeed, that's the only thing that ever has, and I think it's Margaret Mead, is that right? Okay, so the things that you do matter, and the amount of your heart and your life and your care that you give to other people, it matters, and it resonates, you know, as is the case here, demonstrates it resonates beyond your life. So that's part of her legacy, and I hope you take that with you from this game. The family wants to thank Superintendent Cordes, Dr. Elms, Principal Sirks, and Coach Donnie Hughes. This tournament was Donnie Hughes' idea. He started it, he advocated for it, he created it. So can you join me in thanking him? This is an amazing tribute, and we're so honored that you chose to do this with part of your life. Thank you. And just the people who got behind this in 2010 when we all lost Coach Betty, huge loss. There are a number of people who really advocated for this from the beginning. Her colleague, Rich Hurdle, who was her partner in crime in the math department, and they were just joined at the hip all the years that they were there. Coach Love, Coach Orban Love from the school here, who was just an amazing advocate and wrote letters and was just a huge source of strength and tenacity. Like Mrs. Howell, who fought and fought to get the girls off of a dirt field and onto grass back in the 70s so that they would be treated equally to the boys. And then all of the people who showed up and wrote letters at the time. Sylvia Calicut-Shellman, Leonard Ramirez, Brian Whalen, Madeline Hernandez-Martinez, Cynthia Ettinger, Carolyn Bedard-Money, Berenda Love, Michael and Susan Holsizer, who are here. Many of these people are here today. Tracy O'Brien, Evelyn Rom Brandenburg, Karen Schaller Armstrong, Sharon Conley, Mike Rands, the fifth Howell boy. So that's all I've got. We're so grateful, and we're grateful to everybody, all the teams who showed up, and all the people who came to celebrate this event. Thank you for being here, and thank you all so much for doing this. Thank you.
All right, guys, that's it. Let's play ball.